It's Channel 93.3. Steve Burrell here in the Channel 93.3 Garage by Bud Light. Joining us today, Tyler from 21 Pilots, making a special trip out here to see us today. So thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. Thanks for having
Definitely
me.
appreciate that. And you'll be back again in September, coming to a show at Red Rocks. I don't know if it's sold out yet, but it will.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about it. We've always wanted to play. I've never been there
Have
before.
you ever played? That was my other
No.
question, not for an opening act or anything.
No,
like
you know,
that.
a lot of bands, their first time playing is an opening slot because they'll open up for bigger bands, and I think it's really cool that the first time we'll be able to experience that venue will be in a headline position. So I'm looking forward to that.
And so another new thing for you this year as we move along, including you made reference to it in that song, talking about the industry, and it's probably a little frustration coming out as far as like how things are accepted from one end, because there's got to be a learning curve, or at least a different set of things you have to learn when it comes from. You guys had a couple albums that you did on your own, and then you're working with a label onto something else. And how has that worked for you? As far as, do you feel like now that you've reached a certain level, you have more creativity allowed, or you feel a little more restricted?
Well, I think that song "Lame Boy" was it's probably the only time on the record where the spell is broken, and I really kind of talk about some things that I'm just being very blunt about, I guess. All the songs that we had written up until this recent release, we didn't know that there was a formula to, a good song. We just thought, you know what, you can create whatever it is that you want to create, and we believed that was the case. And then we started realizing that there is kind of this formula that you kind of have to check off all of the things, as whether it's hitting the chorus a certain amount of times, and the bridge needs to come within a minute and 30 seconds of the song, and just things like that, where it's like, wow, that those things exist. While we understand the aerodynamic nature of hit songs, I guess in that song, Lane Boy, it was just getting out a little bit of frustration, feeling like, well, if you rap, then you can't be on this type of radio, and if the song's too long, it can't be in this area. And it's not really radio as much as it's just our culture in general. We're very singles-driven culture, and so to see the record go number one as a whole instead of just kind of one song is a really cool moment for Josh and I.
Yeah, and well, personally, whatever you've been doing, just keep doing it,
No,
because it's
thanks.
working.
I appreciate it.
But for the album itself, you mentioned it is a complete work,
Mhm.
not a concept album, but
Mhm.
there is a concept within the album,
Mhm.
and that is the title, Blurry Face. At least that's what I'm picking up on it.
Yeah.
Expand on that just a little bit, if you would.
Well, yeah, I would say that there's definitely a common thread that runs throughout the song, all the songs on the record. This blurry face character is a guy who represents really a lot of the things that I'm insecure about. So I was able to give him a name, a face, and a seat at the table that I could look across and really address them. And I think that when I did that, I kind of had something to write about, something to say. And this guy is someone who, I wrestle with every day, whether it's I take a stage or I just get up and go about my day. And I think it's a concept that a lot of people could resonate with and understand, because we all know that we're insecure about certain things, but how do those insecurities affect us every day? So the record kind of has that undertone to it, but at the same time, there's also a lot of happy stuff going on too. So it's not all just the downer.
Tyler from 21 Pilots joining us in the Channel 93.3 Garage by Bud Light today. Talking in just a little bit more as well, but you got some more songs for us.
Yeah.
What do you want to do next?
This song is called "Tear My Heart," and it's one of the songs that's a little on the brighter side, like I said. So.
And this is, from what I understand, like the first love song to a person?
Yeah. So I, along with all the other things that happened this year with my career, I also got married, which is a big moment for me. And I'd never thought that. I'd never been inclined to write about a person in that sort of way. And then I got married and realized, wait, this is going to be forever, and this is real. And so all of a sudden, this other style of songwriting started happening when that happened, and this is one of the first things that got cranked out because of it. So I'm pretty proud of it.
Great. Well, we're happy to hear it, and happy to hear it with the ukulele.
Yeah,
as
it
well.
was never intended to be played on the ukulele, but we'll see what we can do.